Bhagavate Vasu Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chevam Narotayam. Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jaye Uttiraye. Nistriprayeshu Adveshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Bhakti Uttam Sloke Bhakti Bhavati Naistike. Today we're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, um, number 17, chapter 17. The Supreme Lord agrees to become Aditi's son. From text 15 through 28. Text 15. You want your son to regain their lost reputation and opulence and live again on their heavenly planet as usual. O mother of demigod, in my opinion, almost all the chiefs of the demons are not unconquerable, for they are being protected by Brahma, whom the Supreme Lord always favor. Thus, the use of the power against them now will not be all, but be a source of happiness. Text 17. Yet, because I have been satisfied by your activities of your vows, O goddess Aditi, I must find some means of favoring you. For worshipping of me never goes in vain, but certainly gives the desired result according to what one deserves. Text 18. You have prayed to me and properly worshipped me by performing the great Prayovata ceremonies for the sake of protecting your sons. Because of Kashyap Muni's austerities, I shall agree to become your son and thus protect your other sons. Text 19. Always thinking of me as being situated within the body of your husband, Kashyap, uh, go worship your husband, and he has been purified by his austerities. O lady, even text 20. O lady, even if someone inquires, you you should not disclose this fact to anybody. That which is very confidential and successful if kept secret. Text 21. Sukadev Goswami said, after speaking in this way, the Supreme Personality of Godhead disappeared from that very spot. Aditi, having received this extremely valuable benediction that the Lord would appear as her son, considered herself very successful, and with great devotion she approached her husband. Text 22. Being situated in a meditational trance, Kashyap Muni, who, whose vision is never mistaken, could see that a planetary portion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead has entered within him. Text 23. O King, as the wind promotes friction between two pieces of wood and thus gives rise to fire, Kashyap Muni, whose transcendental position was fully absorbed in the Supreme Personality of Godhead, transferred his potency into the womb of Aditi. Text 24. When Lord Brahma understood that the Supreme Personality of Godhead was now within the womb of Aditi, he began to offer prayers to the Lord by reciting the transcendental names. Text 25. Lord Brahma said, O Supreme Personality of the Godhead, O glories unto you, um, whom who are glorified by all the whose activities are all uncommon. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, O Lord of the Transcendentalist, controller of the three mode of nature. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you again and again. Text 26. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, the all pervading Lord Vishnu, who have entered the course of the heart of the living entity, all the three worlds residing within your navel. Yet you are above the three world. Formerly, you appear as a son of Prasni to you, the Supreme Creator, who are understood only through the Vedic knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances. Text 27. O my Lord, you are the beginning, the manifestation, and the unlimited um, ultimate dissolution of the three world. And you are celebrated in the Vedas as the reservoir of the unlimited potency. The Supreme Person, O my Lord, as waved attracts branches and leaves that have fallen into deep water. You are the supreme eternal time factor uh, um, attached to everything in the universe. Text 28. My Lord, you are the original generator of the living entities, stationary or moving, and you are also the generator of the Prajapatis. O my Lord, as a boat in the only hope of the person drowning in the water, you are the only shelter of the demigod, who are now befriended of the heavenly position. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Babaji. Hare Krishna, Sri Krishna Das Babaji. Please accept our humble obeisances of the Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Please take over the call, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Radharani Mataji. Thank you very much, Ati Ali Beli Mataji, for reading translation today. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Vairagya Vidya Nija Bhakti Yogam Sikshashtamekam Purusha Puranam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Sariradari Kripambuditamaham Prapadye. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langete girum yatkrupa tamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Shri Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So in this section we are seeing how Aditi was attracting the Lord's attention by following Kashyap Muni's process of Payavrata uh, process of, especially this process as described by Kashyap Muni, is an exclusive Vaishnava process, worshipping Lord Vishnu, offering gifts to acharyas and brahmanas, opulent deity worship. And all of the aspects of Vaishnavas is completely dedicating oneself for 12 days in the worship of Lord Vishnu. So this process was explained by Kashyap Muni, and then Aditi was completely following this process. So and then after she followed, she got the attention of Lord Vishnu. Now she is, by the mercy of Kashyap Muni's instructions and by the mercy of her strictly following it, and she got the darshan of Lord. So in this chapter we are seeing that the Supreme Lord actually not only gives darshan, and also he agrees to satisfy Aditi's desire. So Supreme Lord is Antaryami, so he knows Trikalagya, he knows past, present and future. So he knows what is in the heart of Aditi, and he agrees to become her son in order to alleviate her anxiety that all of her sons are in exile, that the demons, Daityas, are taken over the Indrapuri, and now they are in exile. So now, Lord agreed. So we'll see from verse number 15 onwards today. So as soon as the Lord appeared in his beautiful form with Shankha Chakra, Gada Padma, Pitambara Vasta, Kaustubamani, and all that, beautiful form, that she was captivated, and she offered several prayers and she glorifies the Lord. And then the Lord also speaks several verses. The Lord understands that the demigoddess Aditi. So here the Aditi is addressed as demigoddess. She's the mother of demigods, and she's also addressed as demigoddess. And she. So here Aditi glorifies the Lord, and several verses about the Lord's giving shelter to the the Patita Pavan. The Lord is actually giving shelter to all the Dinabandhu. So he's one who is gives protection to the poor, to the fallen. So similarly, now she's in suffering. She's in this suffering state. She's also uh, indirectly mentioning that please protect me from this suffering. So, what is a great suffering for a mother, whose children is suffering? Obviously, the mother cannot be happy. So, from the motherly perspective, we can understand the love of Aditi, that she wants welfare for his sons. At the same time, not only his sons are devatas, demigods. They are all obviously protected by Lord Vishnu. So, here, from verse number 15, let's go through. So the now Lord is speaking several verses, uh, and then Lord is expressing that he's expressing, okay, I know what is in your desire. Durmadan Ashura Shaban. So you Durmadan means they're the demons, asuras, they're puffed up, and they are all right now victorious over your sons. But I understand that you want to regain back your sons, and he mentions a specific point that together with the demigods, that you wanted to worship me. So the Lord Vishnu is acknowledging the fact that the demigods are devotees, and now Mother Aditi wants to be along with the demigods, her sons. They all wanted to worship Lord Vishnu together. So, so we all know that in the uh, Sankirtan is very special because everybody comes together to glorify the Lord. Sankirtan, like together we worship the Lord. That is very special. I mean, obviously, we worship, we chant the holy name, japa alone, we have a relationship with the Lord. But when we come together as a devotees and worship, then that is very special. So in Janmashtami, that is what happened. Like so many devotees come together, glorify the Lord, perform this beautiful festival, and it is more joyful, more pleasurable for the Lord also. So the Lord also feels that when the demigods are together and along with their mother, they worship, that's more joyful. So now the Lord expresses that okay, you want the lost reputation, yashaha striyaha. So yashaha means the reputation, and striya is like opulence. So all of this is lost for the demigods. Now Aditi wants everything back. That the Lord is understanding. Kridato drastum ichashi. So that is the desire of Aditi. So the Lord understands the desire of Aditi, and he is expressing. So even before in these verses, Aditi expresses that the Lord favors, very wonderful benedictions. But in this case, it was just a friction or a enmity between asuras and asuras and devas, that I'm asking you to help me. This is just a petty thing. So she acknowledges that she's calling Lord for this petty thing, but from the perspective of mother of love and son, this is even though it's petty thing, but this is very, very important from Aditi's perspective. So now, from the verse number 16, Lord Vishnu is speaking. Uh, so very important points. Lord Vishnu, when he's speaking, you can see that he's saying that aparaniya iti devi me matihi Yatte Anukuleshwara Vipragupta. So Vipra means the Vipra, like a learned Pandit. Anukula Ishwara Vipragupta. So now Anukula means favored. So what Lord is saying is the demons are favored by Vipragupta, means the Brahmanas. So, so we can understand that even the demons, they have to be very humble, and they have to be favored by Brahmanas. Otherwise, they also cannot survive. So here they are favored by Brahmanas, and that is why their strength is, they are very powerful, unconquerable. Aparaniyaha. So they are unconquerable at the moment because of Brahmanas' protection. So Brahmanas are very special to Lord Vishnu. We all know that. Go Brahmana Hitaya cha Jagadhitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. So the Brahmanas are always protected by Lord Vishnu. So in fact, the Brahmanas, it is said that whatever the Brahmanas accept as bhojana, as eatables, all that is directly goes to Lord Vishnu. So that way in India, if you go to Jagannath Puri, every day there will be Brahman bhojan going on. So there will be a lot of Brahmanas, and somebody in the will come and then call the Brahmanas. We are offering Brahma bhojan. Kindly, just bestows your mercy and accept our offering. So in the temple, you can see from the uh, from the prasadam Mahaprasadam that comes from Jagannath, Lord Jagannath, it goes to the Prasad Sadhan, where it's distributed in the Ananda Bazar. And then lot of devotees, they come, they purchase from Ananda Bazar, and then they distribute to Brahmanas. So when the Brahmanas are happy, then the Lord is very happy. So especially the cows is also protected by the Lord. So if we serve the cows, then also the Lord is very happy. So here the Asuras are protected by Brahmanas, meaning there are Sukracharya is also a Brahmana. So he is a learned Brahmana who understand, but he is favoring the Daityas. So because of whatever reason he is favoring the Daityas. So and then the demons, they are also very obedient to Sukracharya's orders. So we can understand, because of that, the demons right now, their power is immeasurable. So in Mahabharata, we can see there are several instances that Lord Krishna says that this person cannot be defeated at this moment. His power is immeasurable. We have to wait for appropriate time. So like that, we can see that everything is under the control of Supreme Lord. Supreme Lord gives protection according to time, place, circumstances. So even Daityas, Asuras, he gives protection. So when there were so many times, there were several fights that was happening. Even that time, Jarasandha was not killed. So at the end, Jarasandha had to be killed by the hands of Bhima. So that was arrangement of Supreme Lord. So time, place, and circumstances, favorable, unfavorable circumstances have to be very carefully given attention. So that's why Shastra, there are several people who understands how the Jyotisha Shastra works. They pay very close attention to time, place, and circumstances. So here in this case, but nothing is unconquerable for Supreme Lord Vishnu. So even though they are protected by Brahmanas, Supreme Lord says, I will find some means to favor you. So Atapi upayo mama devi chintyayaha. So he is saying, some means, I will find some means to favor you, even though they are favored by Brahmanas. Because of the reason that she pleased the Supreme Lord with the Prayovrata process, She worshipped the Lord with all devotion. So now the Lord is giving assurance. Don't worry, I will satisfy your desire by some means. So that's why Lord, whenever we approach Lord Vishnu, our offerings does not go in vain. So the Lord will favor in some way or other that our desires will be satisfied. So whether we are full of desires, akama, sarva kama, moksha kama udaradi. So it does not matter whether we are full of desires, we have no desires, only transcendental desires, or we have desires to achieve liberation. It does not matter. We can worship Vishnu with Tivra Bhakti Yogena, with all the devotion, we can worship Vishnu. So, and then the Lord says that with all your heart, you approached me through this Payavrita process. Now, Lord is directly saying, uh, Goptashmi Maricha Tapashi Adhishtitaha. So the son of Marichi, Kashyapa Muni, because of your austerities and because of Kashyap Muni's austerities, I will agree to become your Putratvam Upetyate Sutan. So I will become your son. So now directly Lord is disclosing this fact. So imagine like Aditi hearing this, how happy she would have been. Like she was extremely, instead of she's getting kind of 1,000 times more joyful. Instead of just settling the matter between her sons and Daityas, Lord is just giving her more pleasure by appearing as a son. You know. So this is more joyful than what she would have thought. Much more. And then, so the Lord is telling that, uh, see, giving her a specific instruction, just think of me as a person within your husband's body. I will appear and then worship your husband. So mamcha bhavayeti patyaha. So with that same mood of worshipping Lord Vishnu, just go and worship your husband Kashyap Muni, and I will appear as your son. So that is the specific instruction that Lord is giving. So, and also very peculiarly, the Lord is saying, Deva Guhyam Sushash Mrutam, Sushash Shambrutam. So he's saying that this is a secret, very confidential. So even to the demigods, so that it should be very kept very carefully, it should be kept as confidential and should not be disclosed to anyone. So we can understand that generally when we hear something from friends, it is confidential, we have to keep it secret. But in this case, the Lord Vishnu is himself is saying that keep it confidential. So how it's the most secret Deva Guhyam. So now, so obviously Brahma, who is the supremely powerful being in this creation, he obviously understands. Okay, the Lord is actually appearing in the womb of Mother Aditi as her son and Kashyap Muni's son. So Lord Brahma understands. So even though it's not disclosed, Brahmaji automatically understands. So now in the verse number 21, now Shuka Uvacha, Shukadev Goswami is, after elaborating all this, is saying that the Lord, after speaking all this, Bhagavans, he just disappeared. Uh, Harer Janmatmani Prabhu. So now the Lord, uh, Janma Atmani is a very specific word here. So the Lord takes birth. Atmani means by his own potency. So he does not take birth like us. We are forced into a mother's womb. Through the semen, we are injected into the mother's womb, and then the baby grows. As the mother takes prashadam, the food that goes to the mother's womb, then the soul started growing, the body starts growing, and all the holes, 9 holes in the body gets formed, and then the body gradually develops, the mind develops. So even the mind is also a material. So it is said that Bhumirapon alovayu kam mano buddhirevacha ahankara iti meyam. So Prakritir iti ashtada. So the 8 elements, all of this is material except uh, the the soul which is fully spiritual. So as soon as the soul enters into the mother's womb, then all of this 8 material elements starts. The subtle body enters, and then the gross body starts forming. As the mother's takes food every day, the gross body forms. So like this, the whole body, material body forms. But in the case of the Lord is Janma Atmani Prabhu. So he's by his own potency he takes avatar. So in this case, Aditi's son, he's taking this form out of his own potency, and he's giving special mercy to Aditi and Kashyap Muni. So now in the verse number 22nd onwards, we can see that Savai Samadhi Yogena. So the Kashyap Muni is always in trance. So he's always in trance. He's a perfect vision. Like he knows what is going to happen in the future. He's a Trikalagya. He could see that the Lord is this plenary portion. So, so the Lord, there are many, many different ways the Lord appears. So when Lord appears as Lord Krishna, he does not appear as one of his plenary portions. He just appears as avatari. So personally, he just comes and appears. But he is also appears as plenary portions, a portion of a plenary portion. So like his different kinds of incarnations. So here this avatara is a plenary portion of the Lord, and he is entered into the body of Kashyap Muni. So and then now so here specifically Sukadeva Goswami is elaborating in a very poetically, is saying that in the forest, uh, you know. In the forest we all know that there is nobody that puts lighter and then fire, but then in the deep forest there is no human beings till the fire happens. So how does the fire happens? The fire happens by uh, the the friction of bamboos. So when the bamboos by the wind, it just friction happens, there is a spark that comes out, then the dry leaves, they take on fire immediately. So similarly, the Kashyap Muni was completely like that. So in this case, the Lord is favoring Aditi and Kashyap Muni. So he's completely transcendental. He's completely absorbed in the Supreme Lord. So in this case, it is the Lord who is in the body of Kashyap Muni. He then transferred that the Lord's plenary portion into the mother Aditi's womb. So, so we can understand that when the Lord appears, he does not appear like a human being. So he is Samoham Sarvabhuteshu, he is equal to all living entities. But to kill the demons and protect the devotees, he personally appears. So so this avatara is also to protect the devotees and to annihilate the demons. So here so we can see that in the material nature, the everybody follows the modes of material nature, like purusha prakritosti bhungte prakritan gunan karanam guna sangashya sadashad yonish janmashu. So here Karanam guna shanga ashya. So the reason for everything is the association of the modes of nature. So why somebody is behaving bad? Because he's trying to associate with the mode of ignorance. So why somebody is behaving good? He's trying to associate with the mode of goodness. So that's why when everybody goes through a particular ways of life. So only in the transcendental mode we have complete freedom. Otherwise, we are being controlled by these modes of nature. So and then Sad Ashad Yoni Janmashu. So because of this, sometimes he are born as an evil species, sometimes he is born with a good species. So all this is happening. But Lord is not like that. Lord appears in the mother's womb, out of his own accord, he appears. He does not take he does not get affected by any of these modes. He is always transcendental to these three modes of nature. So and then after this happens, when the Lord entered into Mother Aditi's womb, now Lord Brahma understood, and Lord Brahma started offering prayers to Lord Vishnu. So now in the last two verses, verse number 24 and 25, Lord Brahma is offering the prayers. So Lord is called Arukrama. So Urukrama means is, he can, karma means we all know, like activities. Urukrama means like he can perform extraordinary activities, very, very great, which is not possible to perform by normal human beings. So in the Kali Yuga, the human beings are trying to perform Ugra karma, like very ghastly activities, like digging the earth and trying to build a big, big skyscrapers. It takes a lot of energy to do all that. These are called Ugra karma, mean very ghastly activities, because it requires a lot of big, big fire, hard work, big machines and all that. But Lord is called Urukrama, means he can perform very glorious activities by the glimpse of his eyes. Everything happens. This is like spiritual. So here also the Lord appeared to perform uncommon activities, great activities, and Lord Brahma understands this fact, and he's offering obeisances to the Lord. And he's also saying the Lord appeared in the previous yugas as Prishni Garbhaya, like in the womb of mother, in the Prishni. So Aditi, in his previous life, she was Prishni. So in Prishni also Lord appeared. And then now in this yuga again, Aditi is in the womb of Aditi. He is going to appear as Vamanadev, and Brahmaji is glorifying the Lord that uh, he is the Adi, Antam, and Madhya for the entire. When the Lord desires to dissolute these three worlds, and he actually takes the form of Lord Shiva and dissolutes it. So when he wants to create, he takes the form of Lord Brahma. In through his potency, he takes different forms. So and then Lord Brahma understands this fact, and he's praying to the Lord. Uh, and finally, on the last verse, verse number 28 for today, Lord Brahma is saying that um, Lord is also progenitor, Prajapati. So now, in order to save the time factor that the demigods have to be protected, the Lord appeared, and he's like the boat who's going to save everyone. He's the hope. So he's the shelter. So now the demigods are bereft of their heavenly kingdom. Parayanam, so he is basically the supreme shelter. So everyone is kind of drowning. Majjataha, so they are drowning. The Lord is going to come and save all of them. So as a progenitor, he is helping the living entity to flourish. So Lord Brahma is praying this in the final verse, the 28th verse. Hare Krishna. That concludes today's chapter. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrindi ki jai, Grantraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Vanchakalpatrubhyasya kripa sindhubhyev vachaha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, devotees.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.